Reading with all fans. Tonight we are reading Sir Charlie's Stinky Socks and the Mummy's Gold. Once upon the drifting dunes of a desert in a faraway land, three figures were dutifully treading over the shifting sand. A burly baker who used to be a pirate sent them on a quest to return a bag stolen from someone in a desert across the sea. I've given back the rest of our booty, and now all that's left is this, he said. It's bashed and battered and terribly tattered, but it might be precious to that someone. The thing is, I'm too busy baking to return it. And that's how it came to be. Sir Charlie's Stinky Socks, his faithful cat envelope, and of course his good gray mare were there in the desert with a bag and some buns on the brink of a brilliant adventure. Where inside the bag was a stick, some string, a stone that looked like a toe, and a little leather journal. What could be hard about that? But gosh, it was hot, and not a good place to discover your bottle's been leaking. Yikes! Poor parched cat and overheated horse. What were they going to do? Just then, a caravan of curious camels came crushing into view. "Salutations," said Sir Charlie to the fellow at the front. "Might we trouble you for a drink? I don't think my friends and I will make it if we haven't any water." "Make it to where?" asked the friendly fellow. "We're looking for someone," said Sir Charlie replied. "Someone called Elfie Corrie. I believe this bag belongs to her, because it says so on this book. Look." The friendly fellow's eyes lit up. "Elfie Corrie," he said. "I know where she lives, and there's a watering hole on the way. Why don't I take you there?" The knight and his cat were glad to up the ride. The good green mare wasn't sure, but it was long before they came to an oasis. "Drink your fill," said the friendly fellow. "I'll make a camp for the night." He lit a fire, pitched his tent, and told Sir Charlie and his friends to go in. "Sleep," he said. "I'll keep watch. I don't want your bag to be stolen." Zzz. It was already hot when the friends woke up to find the camels had gone along with the friendly fellow. Sir Charlie scratched his head. "Well, at least we still have the bag," he said, "and this tent will come in handy." It did. In the guise of a camel, the good gray mare sailed across the desert. Swish, swish, swishity, swish, straight to a one-horse town. Noticing the name was the same as Elfie's, Sir Charlie Fenton. A trove of treasures filled the room, and behind the counter was a little old lady with her hair as white as snow. "Good morrow," said Sir Charlie politely. "I've come to return this bag. Pirates stole it from Elfie Corrie, a little girl you might know." "Elfie Corrie," the lady replied. "Why, Elfie Corrie is me." "Gadzooks!" said Sir Charlie Stinky Socks. He wasn't expecting that or the story the old lady told him over a cup of tea. "You see, when I was 6, Elfie said, I planned a really big adventure. I heard the stories about the missing gold of the Pharaoh Abura, lost in the desert for thousands of years. So I decided to find it. I wrote down clues in my journal and collected things to use on the way, until inside my bag I had everything I needed to find the mummy's gold, except," she said, "for one last thing. And while I was searching for it, someone stole my bag. Oh my!" "When I grew up," Elfie continued, "I became an explorer. I found all kinds of trinkets and treasures, but I didn't find my bag. So I never had my really big adventure, and now I'm just too old." "That's silly," said Sir Charlie kindly. "You're never too old for an adventure, and I'd be happy to help you." Elfie thought for a moment or two. Then she smiled at the little knight. "By golly, you're right," she said to Sir Charlie. "Let's go and find that gold." She opened her bag to take out her journal, but where was the little book? "Oh no, that not-so-friendly fellow I met must have taken it," said Sir Charlie. "I'll bet he's after the gold." "Not to worry," said Elfie. "He's got the journal, but he won't find the gold. Without the other things in this bag, I might be old. Without the other things in this bag, I might be old," she said with a smile, "but I've still got the clues in my head. Clue number 1, 2 giant feet stand alone in the sand." "I saw those feet on the way," said Sir Charlie, "and my camel can take us there." Trudge, 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 over the shifting sand to the remains of the statue with only 9 toes. "Clue number 2, said Elfie. "When the last toe lies in its rightful place, behold the secret door." Elfie took out her toe-shaped stone, but that's when Sir Charlie saw the not-so-friendly fellow. He's got to the feet first. Drat! Time for a mare with a bag of buns to tempt the camels away. Off they trotted after the buns, followed by the not-so-friendly fellow who wanted its camels back. Elfie popped the toe in its place and behold the secret door. Down a flight of steep stone steps went the entered explorers. We'd better hurry, said Sir Charlie, before that fellow comes back. Pitter, patter, past the fried cat. Yikes! Not daring to look at the grisly guardians of the Pharaoh of Burra. Trip, trap, to a mighty mystical maze where people could get lost for days. Then, Elfie remembered the next clue. String will bring you back to safety, should the path you take be untrue. Got it, said the clever knight, fastening one end of Elsie's string to the figure on the wall. One wrong turn, he said to the others, and we simply follow this back. Anyway, I'm good at mazes. Maybe you are too. Ta-da! Beyond the maze was a decorated door. It was locked. There was no way in. Brooch-ratchin', said Sir Charlie, but Elfie Corrie was smiling. Look at the picture on the wall, she said. It's just as I thought it would be. The key to opening this tomb is my stick, the staff of a burra. But it can't be done by just anyone. It has to be done by a cat. That's the thing I was trying to find. The day my bag was stolen, Envelope's moment had come. Glittering gold! The untold treasures filled the ancient tomb, and in the middle stood a mumbling mummy of the Pharaoh of Burra. Thieves, he grumbled, you've come to steal my gold. The mummy heaved the saddest sigh. I knew this day would come, he said, and I don't think I can bear it. But I don't want your gold, said Sir Charlie. And all I wanted, said Elfie, was a really big adventure. So stop your worrying, my dear. I'll leave the stick with you, and we'll bury the little stone toe. Without them, no one will find your tomb, and your treasure will always be safe. Sounds, said Sir Charlie. What about the journal? The not-so-friendly fellow might come back, and the secret store is still open. Quick, out of the tomb, back through the maze, up the steep stone steps, through the feet. Shut the door. Hide the little stone toe. Sounds like a lot. Going up. Help me. Ah. Oh, what luck! They were just in time. Back came the not-so-friendly fellow leading a line of munching camels and a mighty proud gray mare. I'm sorry, he said when he saw Elfie, and he handed her the book. I only took it because I wanted to have a really big adventure. Then we'd better make sure you have one, said Elfie. Come to my shop tomorrow. I've got marvelous maps from around the world. One of them should do. Elfie smiled at Sir Charlie's stinky socks. The little knight had been right. You're never too old for an adventure. And there just might be time for one more. I hope you enjoyed this book. Make sure to subscribe. Have a great